This week, the sky is giving Solstice sparkles. She is giving Mars a makeover. She is giving the energy of the ethereal editor and also cosmic clarity with a twist of wild card manifestation moments. Let's talk about all of that and more on today's episode of Cosmic RX Radio.
Welcome to Cosmic RX Radio, a podcast that gives you real-life tools of spiritual empowerment and pure hype. I'm your host and intuitive guide, MADI Murphy. I'll be serving up your weekly energy readings, cosmic boss interviews, and astro inspiration. Are you ready to love yourself more, manifest your dream life, and own your magic? Let's jump in.
Hi, it's your girl, your high vibe hype woman, your wild guide on this messy but mystical ride of being a human. We've got an astrology-packed week ahead with one of my favorite moments of the year and some major opportunities to realign with your goals, your mindset, and really create a great home base for your soft girl cosmic zone summer ahead. So before we dive in, how are we doing? What's the vibe? How are we feeling? How's the energy? We're just coming off of this full moon in Sag, and it just probably had us tapping into a new level of freedom, truth telling, adventure, mutable magic. And as we get into the week ahead, we shift into Cancer season. I'm very excited for our Cancer season with Jupiter in Cancer, the first one that we've had in 12 years. But okay, I digress. Before I get into all of that, let's just do our Virgo style housekeeping, Virgo announcements. If you missed our Saturn return workshop, first of all, how dare you? No, I get it. Life is hectic. My ADHD brain opens up a million tabs of things I mean to RSVP, join, or buy. I never do, but don't worry. Don't worry, baby. You can catch that replay, okay, baby? Head to the link in our show notes. Head to our Instagram bio, our website to get all the juicy karmic cosmic goodness that's going to really help you navigate this powerful life phase with more grace, less chaos. Literally everyone I talk to, everyone I've been talking to is going through some kind of major identity reset. And this is going to give you the tools to do that with confidence, with clarity, with grace, with ease, okay, with badassery. To my NYC and Montauk babes, or anyone in the tri-state area, really, keep your third eyes peeled on our Instagram. We're going to be announcing a calendar with some live events, some beach hangs, some moon circles, book blessings, all kinds of fun summery things that we're going to be facilitating, especially this July to get ready, to get amped for the lead up for the book. And of course, we will be doing some things outside of the New York area in early fall, late fall. This is whole book tour in classic Mars and Sag fashion. It's this party is just not going to stop until we all drop. So yeah, check that out. Come for the astrology, stay for the vibes. Of course, speaking of the book, in case you missed it, my new book, In the Cosmic Zone, is now available for pre-order. Thank you to everyone who's already ordered it. This is your ultimate roadmap to unlocking your magic, your power, your purpose, to being, the you need to be, to finding your role in this revolution. And just thank you. I hope any of you out there who are an aspiring writer or author can see yourself in me, where I was listening to a podcast like this, 5-10 years ago. I was just I wish. I could never, but I wish. And now here I am. So go get the book, take the advice, and then hit me up when your book comes out in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, whenever, okay? And then last but not least, of course, if you leave a review, reminder, you get to win your burning question reading, burning chart reading with me. Leave a review of the podcast, leave your Instagram handle in it on Instagram. If you do it on Spotify, you can send a screenshot to our DM to the Cosmic RX, and you'll be entered to win a little insight, a free reading, me sliding into your DMs, you, me, your birth chart, cosmic love and truth bombs. If you're in, let's do it. And let's get on with this week. Let's talk about the moon report. Let's see what the lunar tea is. Let's see what Mama Moon wants us to know. So as a reminder, this is your emotional weather report. This is your celestial self-care. This is really how we tend to our inner emotional landscape so we can navigate this chaotic world out there. And just gonna, June, things are amping up. We are talking about it in astrology isn't real, but June and July are like collective peak, like WTF moments are happening out there. So we want to figure out like how we can really tend to our nervous system in here, and working with the moon is a great way to do that. So on Monday, June 16th, the day this podcast comes out, the moon is in Aquarius. I want you to think about thinking outside the box, connecting with community, trying something unconventional. I talked about last week, remembering your humanness. We're going to avoid, if you're getting too stuck in your head or you're ghosting your feelings, we're going to want to quit that shit. Get out of your head into your body, talk something out, to work it out, and get in touch with those feelings. We all have them. And when we tap into them, we can allow them to be, emotions, energy in motion that is flowing out of you instead of getting all bottled up. Tuesday, the 17th to Wednesday, the 18th, until about 11 p.m. Eastern time. The moon is in Pisces. Ooh, we love this. This is the time to rest, meditate, create, have a healthy escape into a different realm of the dreamland, do some journaling, do some card pulling, do some crystal laying, some, forest bathing, ocean dipping. Yes, please. The more fantastical, the better. And we're going to avoid overcommitting. We're going to avoid unhealthy escapism, like through drugs, alcohol, or even just like too much shopping or Netflix. And we're definitely going to avoid ignoring your intuition. If you get a ping on a Pisces moon day, you better work, girl. You better follow that intuition, that advice, because the Pisces energy is like direct. It's hotline. It is cosmic hotline to your guides, to the Akashic realm. Thursday, June 19th to Friday, June 20th, the moon is in Aries. So what I want you to do is to take bold action, to initiate, to move your body. This is like hot girl walk energy. This is like own your shit energy. This is like, let's just, literally move your body on a walk, but also walk into every room like you own it, like you belong there. We're ending the week strong. And this is like, just go for it. Just fucking initiate something, click send, launch, let it, be messy. Done is better than perfect. It's definitely an Aries moon vibe, but we are going to avoid being impulsive or bulldozing others in pursuit of your goals. We're still here to be like interpersonal and still like, be in tune with everyone else, and just understand where like that being impulsive is different than like taking the initiative. It's subtle, but a serious difference. Saturday, June 21st into the 22nd, we have the moon is in Taurus. I love this for the solstice. Cancer sun, Taurus moon. This is grounding energy. This is taking time to nourish your body, to be in nature, to be in your senses. We're doing barefoot luxury. We are doing sunset gazing. We are having a picnic that is like a banquet. This is like, I love this energy for the weekend. And we're just going to avoid overindulging or avoid, that Cancer Taurus energy could be like too much in the comfort zone, too much at home. Like, we're not meant to be in our slanket, or that's like the off-brand version of, what's that, like blanket that everyone, I don't really know. But anyway, we're not just meant to be at home in our, oh God, I can't think of the name of that thing. It's really going to bother me. Someone let me know in the chat below if you're watching this on YouTube. What is the blanket that people wore for a while? Like, don't be at home in that. Don't be at home. Like, this is not really the weekend to like bed rot. Like, it kind of is, but it's not. It's time to rest and recharge. But there's something so like fertile about this energy. If you're going to bed rot, like, can you do it outside in like a bed, like a vegetable bed or a garden bed? Okay, so planetary planning, as we're shifting out of that, you're like, what, Maddie? Snuggie? I can't. Anyways, planetary planning. Let's talk about it. This week brings a really crazy shift because of Mars. Mars, we know, is the planet of divine ambition, drive, anger, aggression, assertion. But it's also like how we move ourselves, how we make mystical momentum in our lives. And it really dictates a lot of what we see in terms of big moves being made, but also confrontation and anger, and it also helps us understand like what's driving us and motivating us. Mars has been in Cancer or Leo since like September, and then it went retrograde and then went back. And these two signs, there's been a lot happening. Mars in Cancer, Mars in Leo. If you have those in your chart, wow. If you have a lot of Cancer or Leo in your chart, wow, wow. Mars on June 17th is finally shifting to a new sign after being like taken up like very long time, more than a lunar cycle, more than 6 months, like 8 months in a sign. We're going into Mars in Virgo. Okay. So this is like order in the cosmic court. We have a gavel. Mars is like clocking in at Virgo HQ, and it's time to get shit done. It's time to maybe clean up a little bit of the party after Mars and Leo. And Mars in Virgo is here to help us turn whatever that Mars and Leo inspiration we had from the heart center, like what we learned about ourselves during that time. We have the Mars and Leo time. It went back in April 18th. So let's think about from there. But also you can look at November too, what was going on. November until January 6th, I believe, and November 6th to January 6th, I think. But definitely from April 18th to now, like what was lit up in the heart space? What are you passionate about? What was your fuck yes and what was your hell no? Whether it was for you, your art, the collective, your community, your family, like Mars and Leo has us like fighting for what's right, what's ours, has us standing in our truth, in our passion, in our purpose. And now Mars in Virgo is here to help us turn that whatever passion, purpose, Pinterest boarding of life, chaotic notes app and Notion board into real tangible plans, editing them, executing them, making them efficient, making them real, right? Timelines, spreadsheets, sustainable rituals. So this is your cosmic invitation to do all of that, right? This is a great time, Mars in Virgo till August 6th is like, let's create new routines for ourselves. Let's upgrade your work system. Let's tend to the small stuff. That small stuff leads to big change, right? But I just want to watch the tone, okay? Mars in Virgo is all about hitting those marks. Like Mars in Virgo is like, I'm good. When I'm good, I'm good, right? This is Britney Spears' sign. This is like cosmic choreography. This is Barack Obama. Mars in Virgo. But what I said, watching the tone, Mars in Virgo is also Gordon Ramsay, right? That mean chef. I love the reductive. Like, I'm sure he's done so many things, but in my mind, he's just a mean chef. So we want to see where we go from helpful queen, like I said, etheric editor, into being like, mystical micro manager or cosmic cuntiness, not in the fun, cool way, but being like so mean, so critical of ourselves or others, so judgmental that we like can't even get going, right? Because Mars and Virgo, a shadow of it, can be so analytical, waiting for things to be so perfect that we never get going and we just get paralyzed and overwhelmed. So that we're going to think about just doing it, getting it going. Again, done is better than perfect. Or like I talk about in the Virgo chapter of my book, the mantra for the Virgo key is practice makes magic. You have to just kind of keep showing up to do something to get good at it. We don't just start at a perfect level. That's not like what mastery is about. It's not, it'd be so boring if we did it anyway. And also when it comes to micromanaging or helping, Virgo is the helper. Mars and Virgo can help, but have us doing it in overdrive. So before you offer advice or feedback or judgy vibes, ask like, is this kind? Is this needed? Is it even true? So think about, can we offer a little bit more compassion in our critiques, right? And that can be also turned on ourselves as a reminder. We also have Jupiter in Cancer is going to square Neptune in Aries. Let me see what day that is. I believe it's the same day, but I'm just checking my ephemeris here. I want us to think about on this day, like this is some dreamy, dreamy energy. So June 18th is the Jupiter in Cancer square Neptune in Aries. And I just want to bring us into our awareness because this energy might have us like in that big dream manifestation, visioning energy, maybe something like super mystical and cosmic, like a synchronicity happens or a chance meeting, but it also can be Delulu detour. So I just want you to use this energy to break out of the box and chase your wildest ideas, but do like a heart and head check first, right? We want to be like boldly visionary, but not spiritually bypassy during that time, okay? So Is this idea rooted in truth or is it an escapism? Am I thinking about how this will affect others? Or am I just charging forward, the grandiose energy? Can I be self-authorized and in integrity? But yeah, like making those bold moves around that day after this Mars in Virgo, I just want us to think about, again, keeping things rooted in discernment, in reality, in service. And luckily, Mars in Virgo is the perfect energy to help us do that. And then on June 20th, we have the sun enters Cancer. Welcome to Cancer season. Also the summer solstice. Happy Cancer season. Happy birthday to my natal Cancer suns, my mystical moonbeams, my cosmic crabbies. Yes. And it's also the summer solstice, one of my absolute favorite moments of the year. The sun reaches its highest point in the sky and it officially kicks off Cancer season, which we've gone over what Cancer means with Jupiter and Cancer, but we're like doubling, tripling down on the nourishment, nurturing. And we're just kicking off like our soft girl summer, but also our most cosmic zone summer. And this whole next month, we're coming home to ourselves, our body, our intuition. We're probably going to really understand what our assignment is for the next year through June 2026 with Jupiter and Cancer. And you're also going to cry a little bit on the way. Bad bitches are sad bitches, and emotionals and being emotional and being in your feelings is how we tap into flow. So yeah, and we like to get sentimental and nostalgic. We just don't want to get like too sticky in there. I'm just going to leave you with 5 cosmic RXs to honor the summer solstice. Okay. So, right. You love that plan, Santino. This is his first summer solstice in this lifetime, at least. So the first thing I want you to do is create a solstice altar. I want you to include items that represent summer, seashells, citrus fruits, candles, things that are gold, orange, red on that altar, a little thing of water, a Cancer's element, and things that you're calling in for this next year ahead in terms of being nourished in your home, in your family life, in your body. Okay. I want you to reflect on, the gratitude you have for the first half of 2025. Maybe bonus points for doing this outside on the Taurus moon weekend. But I want you to show gratitude for the ways that your light has shown up, how you've shown for this first half of the year. Okay. Then I would love for you to do some kind of salt water ritual, an ocean dip, a healing bath. Let the water hold you, like in that cosmic womb space. And I want you to think about like honoring that salt energy just releases, right? So what are we releasing? Let the water take from you what you no longer need. So we are releasing what is no longer serving us in that salty water. We are hosting a solstice circle or a picnic, like I said, with that Taurus moon. This is a great time to celebrate with your soul fam, right? Like set some intentions to have that soft girl cosmic zone summer, to laugh, to have, again, reflect on the first half of the year together, share some big wins, and yeah, maybe even dive into a little like cosmic charcuterie board together. The next cosmic RX I would love for you to do for the summer solstice is just rest. Rest in a way that is absolutely like making your self-care sacred and celebratory. Cancer season says, slow down there, Betty. Slow down there. You're moving too fast. And as the solstice is the kickoff of that, it's like, again, celebrating your light, but by booking that massage, taking the nap, and really healing. Healing happens when you actually allow space for it to happen. Like, that's the thing. Like, healing speeds up when we slow down and we create sacred space for ourselves. So there you have it. This week, it's all about the grounded action, right? The dreamy upgrades, heart-centered recalibration, a lot about ritual. Like Mars in Virgo really wants you to not only organize your life, but ritualize your life. And then Cancer season wants you to soften into your most cosmic summer yet. And, really, I want to remind you and alongside the solstice that you are the light. And the more you tend to that light, the more just your very presence becomes healing and inspiring for others. So let me know how all this goes. tag me if you end up doing something gorgeous and luminous for the summer solstice. Until next time, keep it cosmic, keep it chaotic, and just keep it so deeply you, okay? And of course, sending you those blessings for big, fat, juicy checks and hot lip-filling, toe-curling sex. XOXO, your cosmic hype girl, Maddie Murphy. Do you love getting your Cosmic RX for the week here and want more? Make sure to sign up for our premium subscription so you can get exclusive access to bonus podcast episodes, all of my astrology info for the month ahead, and live new and full moon calls to help you manifest your dream life with an intentional, international community of other cosmic baddies. Sign up through our link in show notes.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you want to know more about Cosmic RX, head on over to thecosmicrx.com. And if you really love this show, I'd love it if you left a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. I super love hearing from you and reading your reviews. All right, you cosmic baddie, tune in next week. And until then, remember, love yourself fully, work your magic, and take no shit.